Alright, for those that have me added on Facebook, which is some of you, you know that I've been shopping the past few days. I've actually had money. I've gone out to places. Today I went to Ollie's Bargain Outlet, which is, if you don't know by now, it's basically a Big Lots but with more stuff, and the Goodwill Computer Works store. Um, Today was just I was either gonna go to the Evanston Restored pre-release at Play Game Center, spend all my money there, or just stay home and go out to a few different places and go shopping. And I decided to go shopping. So Goodwill Computer Works store. I only picked up one thing. It was for $2 or $2.13 with tax. A complete copy of the original Gran Turismo, and this is not the greatest hits version. I don't know if there is one of that, but this is the Black Label Gran Turismo complete with manual. I originally thought there were 2 discs in here like there is for Gran Turismo 2, but it's not the case. It's just 1 disc. And let me take out the manual here. The reference manual. I had to look at this in the car just to make sure everything was in there in good condition. The manual's in really good condition. There's a couple little tatty corners, but that's okay. This is, I don't know if you can see that, but that is a read for a manual. It gives you everything. This is basically a strategy guide before they made strategy guides. 64 pages. You get like everything. This is basically a strategy guide. It's a reference manual according to this, but the disc is in pretty good shape. The case itself is in pretty good shape. There's a few minor scratches and stuff like that, but not everything you're going to get from the Computer Works store is going to be pristine and mint, but nonetheless, I figured it was a good buy. It was $2. So, I've got Gran Turismo 1, 2, 3, and 4. I've got 2 versions of 3. Well, not 2 versions of 3. I've got 2 different copies of 3. I think. I know I've got one that I bought a long time ago and the other one that I bought at GameStop just because it had the not for resale thing on it. I thought it was different, but it was not. On to the other thing. I went to Ollie's and see what's in the bag? Yes. Nutrisystem. Now, I've been to, there's 2 Ollie's near me, like near-ish to me. There's one, I believe, in Matthews. There's one in Matthews that, if you know where it is, there's one in across from it is a parking lot with a Sam's and a PetSmart, and it's an entrance to a shopping plaza essentially. That's on one side. On the side where the Ollie's is, there's an H.H. Gregg, and there's a Hobby Lobby, I believe, and stuff like that. And there's a bigger location, I think. But both of these stores had Nutrisystem stuff. And the first time I went to the one at Matthews. I didn't buy anything I didn't buy any Nutrisystem stuff because I didn't think I would, like it. Well, this time I went to the other location, and what happens is, like, they have these big display, like, island sort of things. These big, like, island sort of things with stuff on them. And there's one devoted to Nutrisystem. There's also some like sports drinks and stuff as well, but it's mainly Nutrisystem on one of them. And the meals were $2.79 a piece, and the smaller meal, like the full meals, and the smaller meals or the snacks were 89 cents. And I picked up 1 regular meal and 4 smaller items. The meal I picked up, and I probably will do a review on this, was the rotini with meatballs and tomato sauce. I've heard the pasta stuff is pretty good, so I figured I'd pick it up. And I think the reason this is at Ollie's is because Nutrisystem apparently was going to new packaging, and so Ollie's bought out all their old stock. If I like this Nutrisystem stuff, I'll probably pick up some at the other location. But then the 4 snacks, I got one, that's actually a lunch, pasta with beef and sauce, and that was, if I can find the price sticker, 89 cents. And we've got peanut butter cookie, self-explanatory, peanut butter cookie, 89 cents. What I thought looked pretty good, cranberry orange pastry, a breakfast item, 89 cents. And the last thing, a strawberry shortcake bar, 89 cents. Now, what are my initial impressions of this stuff? Well, the peanut butter cookie should be okay. The pasta stuff, the rotini and the pasta with beef, that should be alright. The cranberry orange pastry should be alright. It looks pretty good on the package. The strawberry shortcake bar I'm a little bit hesitant on because, I mean, all the sweet stuff I'm a little bit hesitant on because typically when something is made, well, actually in this case it's not that heavy with sugar, but at least with the cookie. Typically when stuff is made like this, or at least from my experience, they make it over sweet. Like you get like power bars or something like that. Either they make it over sweet or they don't put any sweetness into it whatsoever, and it is just dull. But it should be an interesting experiment. Total cost of this was $6.48 with tax. And without tax it was $6.35, so well, it was 13 cents tax. So I figured I'll give it a shot, and for $6 I might as well. It'll give me something interesting to try. I'm actually looking forward to the rotini with meatballs and tomato sauce because it actually looked pretty good. They had those turkey hot dogs, and I was considering getting one, but I decided against it just because, you know, if I were to do that, that would be stupid. I don't know. It would have been 89 cents, but I don't think it would have been worth the 89 cents. Just because I don't know. Like cheapo hot dogs, you know, some of them can be good, but then there's others that are really, really bad. And I have a feeling that the Nutrisystem hot dogs are bad. So I don't know. Maybe I'll pick up one just to see what it is. But that's it. Later.